Alright guys, it's been a minute since I've been on here. I apologize for the barking dog. He won't shut up. He's got small dog complex. Always wants to be heard and seen. So please forgive me for that. Um, where do I start? Get kicked off of Amazon, so I have to put all my stuff on Barnes and Nobles now. Barnes and Noble, apologize. It's fine. They pay more, and their focus is books. I write books, and I am focused on media. So I'm not going to say it. I'm going to be good. Screw Amazon. And the way they did it was really nasty and accused me of doing something that I didn't do. I've always hated that since I was a child. Uh, if I'm wrong and I get caught, I have to take the L. But if I know that I didn't do anything wrong and you're still accusing me of doing something wrong and won't even give me a chance to appeal the decision or fix the situation. Wait a minute now. I don't want to make this long, and I'm not going to spend the entire time complaining because there's just so much going on. I said I wasn't going to do a lot of political commentary anymore, but I have to say something about Roe v. Wade. I have nieces and I have a daughter. Jax, please stop. I have nieces and I have a daughter and a granddaughter. And it's incomprehensible that they don't have the choices that I had when I was their age. You know, I'm past the age to be worried about that, but no government should have control over what I decide to do with my body. And I know that all life is precious. I believe that. But we're talking about a group of cells, a zygote. You can't call what that is in the beginning stages of pregnancy a baby. And I understand the trauma. I had 2 miscarriages. They're very painful and they really do mess with your head. And for a long time, I wasn't sure I was going to have any kids. I have one biological child, thank God. So, and I think about it. I wrote a post on Facebook about an article that I had written before. So, because my body rejected the pregnancies, would I be charged with murder? Or because they said no exceptions, would I be investigated because I had a couple of miscarriages? That seems fair. Nobody with a penis should have anything to do with this discussion. Nobody, period, should have anything to do with what I decide to do with my body. And I hear a lot about, well, what about the innocent baby? It's not a baby. I believe, I agree at a certain point, it's too late. If it's already a baby, then you have to stick it out. You can't do anything about it. But I need to take care of this. I'll keep talking. At some point you have to deal with it. But I apologize. I'm trying to multitask. But before the pregnancy is viable, I think they said 15 weeks. Before the pregnancy is viable, why would you even think about trying to keep a baby that you don't want? And let me say it, let me repeat what I said. I don't want to be rambling. Keep a pregnancy that you do not want. There's so myriad of reasons. What about the health of the mother? What about the financial situation? If this is a young child, if they were raped, if there's incest involved, there's some of these damn fools that say that there should be no exceptions. You have to have the baby. So you're going to put the health of a 12-year-old, 13-year-old child who was raped or who was involved in incest, put their life at risk, because the life at risk and the life of the baby at risk, because you decide that there should be no exceptions. No, I used to do temp work as a medical assistant, and I was doing the reception end of it. And I was taking calls for appointments, and I think one time a 9-year-old called, because you have to input the person's birthday. So I looked at it, and of course I had to try not to sound shocked, because I was working the OBGYN desk doing reception and making appointments. So when I did the math in my head, it seemed wrong, but of course you're not allowed to say anything. And I wasn't judging, I was just taken aback, because I think this child was 9 or 10 years old and they were pregnant. They were making an OBGYN appointment. And I don't know the circumstances of how she ended up pregnant. I don't know if she was raped. I don't know if there was incest involved. I don't know. Well, you can't give consent until you're 18. There's no such thing as a consensual relationship if you're under 18. But anyway, that just so you're telling me now that a 9 or 10-year-old has to have the baby because you say so? Because you get to control what someone can do with their body. And I'm sorry, excuse my French, but get the fuck out of here. Just, anyway. It's just really frustrating. I don't know what the hell the Democrats are doing, but I will say unequivocally that we cannot wait for them to get their shit together. You cannot just sit this one out. You cannot just. I'm frustrated with it myself. I'm a dyed-in-the-wool, lifelong. I've been voting Democratic since I was 18, since I was old enough to vote. When I registered to vote, I registered Democrat. I toured with being a Republican for a while, but that was way back before they started acting a damn fool. You can't even call these Republicans, most of them, what they call themselves Republicans, but they're really just batshit crazy MAGA fools. That's what they are. There may be a few real Republicans left, but a lot of people are leaving the party because they just can't stomach or go along with the bullshit that they're pulling now. I have no issue with you being a Republican if that's what you believe. I have no issue with you being pro-life. If you're going to be pro-life, are we going all the way? Are we going to take care of these babies when they're born? Are you going to give the mother support, daycare, formula, diapers, daycare, education, so she can go back to school and be able to support this child? Are you going to give her time off to take care of the baby until she's ready to go back to work, until the baby is... You're going to give her 3 or 4 months off so she can take care of the child? At least 6 weeks. I mean, that's not great, but I think you should probably give her about 12 weeks to get herself together, then help her if she needs training. Like I said, formula, diapers, whatever subsidies she needs, and then an education to take care of the child. Are you going to adopt this child? I saw a post on Facebook. No, we don't want to adopt them. All these kids are in foster care now. The foster care system is fucked up. A lot of these kids are traumatized. I'm not going to go into detail, but I know one personally. And they just turn them loose when they're 18 and they have nowhere to go, no resources. I don't know the circumstances of his birth, but he has no one. Anyway, I don't want to say too much because I know that my page is public and I don't want to out this person. But anyway, he was not taken care of. He's out here on his own now, not making the best decisions. Um, anyway, so no, they just want them to have the child. There's no provisions for once the child is born. So they are not pro-life, they are pro-birth. They just want to be able to control what the mother does, and then, fuck you, once the baby is born, we don't care. No, we're not going to adopt them. No, we're not going to take care of them. We just want to force you to have this child that you probably, there's a reason that they don't want to have the child. And I absolutely agree with anybody using abortion as a form of birth control. If you know you're not in a position to have any more kids, get on birth control, which of course they want to mess with that too now. Get on birth control, have your tubes tied. I mean, there are things you can do if you want to be out there like that. No judgment. You do whatever you want. It's terribly risky with all the diseases out here, but that's on you. But don't be going and no, I do not agree with somebody using abortion as birth control. I do not. You should not be getting repeatedly pregnant if you know you can't take care of the child. So no, I'm sorry. Apologize. It should not be for birth control. I am dead set against that. I personally agree with everyone saying that, that's not appropriate at all. That's not cool. So we agree on that. But there are myriad of reasons that a woman would choose to have an abortion. I'm sure it's not an easy choice to make. I can't imagine the anguish. I lost two children. It's terribly traumatic. I don't know. I don't think I get counseling. I'm not sure how I dealt with it, but anyway, as I was saying, I don't know what the Democrats are doing. I don't begin to understand what's going through their minds right now. All I do know is that we need to get these crazy batshit people, these batshit crazy people out of office, and we need to increase the number of justices on the Supreme Court so we can get some balance again. I mean, we need to get rid of Kristen Sinema and Joe Manchin. They have too much power right now. So what I'm saying is, I don't know what the Democrats are doing, but you need to vote Democratic. Just like all those crazy, whatever they are, held their nose and voted for Trump. I, you know, you did this. All you women who were so hateful and hating on Hillary. Um, I mean, I personally like her. I don't know why she's so hated. She's probably done a lot of shady shit, but you really think that Trump was a viable alternative? The man tried to overthrow the fucking government. I haven't even been watching the January 6th hearings. I have been checking my blood pressure. It's stabilized. I'm not even taking my blood pressure medication right now. I'm good. I had to back away. I can't do this every day. It's crazy. So I know I can't sit there and watch these hearings because my blood pressure will be back up through the roof. Blood sugar's good, blood pressure's good, so no, I'm not watching it right now. But you think, all you so called woke Negroes think it was a good idea to punish the Democrats by voting for Trump or by not voting? You don't have that option right now. These people are crazy. I've never really seen The Handmaid's Tale, but I've heard that that's the direction we're heading in right now. Um, the chickens have come home to roost. We're reaping what we've sown by treating people the way they've been treated. Yeah, whatever. Okay. have to live here too, so I just don't want to go too long. 15 minutes is not bad. I'd appreciate if you take 15 minutes out of your day to uh, or more to listen to my opinions. Um, I have a Patreon page that I'm going to post this on, and probably in a couple other places. I'm going to put it on YouTube. Help me out, please. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to my Patreon. Um, I'm tired. I am a terrible employee. I have some health concerns. I'd rather, working on getting disability. But if I can, um, I really love to do this full time, and it can be done. I have several revenue streams. I just need you guys to help me out. You already bought my books. I'm going to put them on. I had to move off, as I said at the beginning, I had to move off. I was kicked off of Amazon. That runs up my blood pressure, so I'm not going to dwell on that. But I'm putting everything on Barnes and Nobles now, and probably a couple other websites. I don't know. That seems to be the most viable one right now. They cost a little bit more to print the books, but the royalties are higher, so it's a trade-off. I want to do some more live events, so I have to be able to print my books out. Um, I have a little part-time job, but to be honest, I really don't like it. And I'm not allowed to work more than 20 hours a week or make more than $1,000 a month if I'm actually going to go on disability, because if I do, why do I need disability? But, um, I have other things that I can do that I'm working on. So, that I do make a small amount of money on, not enough to support a family, but, I need you guys' help. Um, if you don't like my content, tell me what you want to hear. I need to do some more research. I've done some. I'm trying to get my books. I won't be using Audible because they're affiliated with Amazon. So Barnes and Noble has a platform to do audiobooks. I've been trying for years to get on to do audiobooks. So I'm working on recording them now, but I may need to go another route. I definitely need someone who is adept at digitally mastering recordings. So I just started on my first book. I think I recorded the beginning, the title, the table of contents. Haven't even started on the chapters yet, and that's just my first book. I have 5 of them. I'm sorry, 5? 4. 4 that I want to put on uh, audiobooks. So that's going to take some time. In addition to focusing on my Medium blog, which I can get paid for, so I need you to subscribe to Medium. I'm at 74 now, so I need, what am I, 26? Terrible at math, I apologize. I think I need 26 more subscribers to be able to monetize that so I can get paid for it at 100, but of course I don't want to stop at 100. Got to crank up the writing some more. I've just been so overwhelmed with trying to get my books posted on Barnes and Noble that it takes a lot of time, believe it or not. There's a little bit of a learning curve. I'm getting it. It's not taking me as long now to do it. I understand a little better how it works, so it'll probably be not as long for me to get my other 3 books up there. 2 of them, I'm waiting for them to actually finish processing so that they actually will be published on Barnes and Noble. So new people will see my stuff, and I've got to crank up the publicity. Gotta find another venue. If you haven't gotten my latest release, Confessions of a Reformed Cougar, I Will Love You Forever, I'm gonna be at Bloodhound tomorrow night. Um, I'm gonna be there for a going away party, so I won't have my own table, but I will have my books with me, and I accept. Cash App is so much cash, or Cash App is so much easier than PayPal. Um, you can, of course, order them directly from me by PayPal, and I will mail you an autographed copy. Shipping is included. They're $10. If while supplies last, if you see me out and about, you can get two for 15 autographed. Some of my older books that have already been released. That's what I have now. I'm trying to get rid of everything that I have so that I can get more. I this is how I make a living now, guys. Like I said, I'm not a great employee, so. And I'm just tired. Even doing this all day is tiring. At a certain point, um, I have to stop. I've been staying up late trying to get stuff done, but uh, our car situation is kind of dicey right now, so I have to get up in the middle of the night to go pick my son up from work because we're only working with two cars and we have two people that have jobs that work outside of the home. So thankfully our schedules are syncing up right now, but at some point they may not. So we have to get him another car, and there's a lot of wear and tear on the one car that we are working with. So that's maintenance. So, like I said, if you already have my books, please spread the word. This video will be posted on YouTube. Become a YouTube subscriber so I can get my numbers up. Refer my YouTube channel to other folks. I'm gonna see about trying to do some videoing tomorrow night because I wanted to do some more fun videos. So that'll be a short one, but you know, might do one of me putting on my makeup and figuring out what I still haven't figured out what I'm gonna wear yet. Got to look in the old closet back there and figure out what I'm gonna wear because I am going to an event. I'm not just hanging out, so I would probably just try to step it up a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. I'm always gonna be me, and I love my shorts because it's hot right now. So I don't know. We'll see. And take video of me at the farewell party, and um, have a couple of events that I'm invited to on the 4th. Might video those. So all the content on YouTube and Patreon won't always be so heavy. Um, so I just wanted to let everyone know. I know I've been posting some pretty dark stuff on Facebook lately, but I'm good. I'm fine. Prayer, prayer and meditation do work. I feel that I'm a lot more spiritual now. I don't consider myself religious. I have nothing against those who are. I do go to church. Um, I've been kind of slacking. I guess I'm a backslider right now, but I do go to church, and I do believe in God. I do believe in the Holy Trinity, but I also have been looking at some other things. And if we're not aware, a lot of the religion is based on uh, a lot of stuff from Africa. Try to make us think that our religions were savage and everything has to be based on the Western construct of what religion should be. But uh, trust me, the spiritual aspect, give it a little bit of exploration. You'll be surprised how much closer you are to God by just talking to Him one on one and not being so caught up in all the dogma of the organized church. I want to leave that alone because I'm tap dancing on two of the things that you're not supposed to talk about: politics and religion. So, I don't mind going to church. I don't mind listening to the pastor, but I really don't need someone telling me to treat people the way you want to be treated. Um, be kind. Just don't be an asshole or a shitty person. Karma is real. You reap what you sow. Yes, you reap what you sow. So if you're gonna be a dick or an asshole to everybody, it's gonna come back. It will come back. So be mindful of your behavior and how you treat people. Uh, so I guess that's it for me. Become a patron on Patreon. Become a subscriber on YouTube. Become a subscriber on Medium. That's the way you can help me. When I get all my books up on Barnes and Noble, I'm gonna post it on Facebook. I have Facebook, I have Twitter, I have Instagram. Um, Said I gotta crank things up a little bit, but I'm only one person, so I can do what I can do. I have LinkedIn. I have to do some more stuff on LinkedIn. Trust me, folks, it takes time to do all this. So I wake up early, I stay up late. I get as much done as I can, and then I get up and do the same thing the next day. Okay, so I'm going on 30 minutes now. I'm going to wrap it up. Uh, CashApp, Homoco. Um, I said if you're really interested, I probably will post my PayPal and my Cash App in the comments when I post this on YouTube, and possibly when I post it on Patreon. So if you don't want to become a regular patron on Patreon, I also have a link on my Medium page for something called Ko-Fi. You can buy me a cup of coffee. It's only $3. I have levels on Patreon for which you can pledge. Uh, Got to work on my incentives. But, just give me some time. I've spent so much time wasting on, you know, I'm a Capricorn. I like money, so chasing the almighty dollar. But hey, what are you going to do? You have to live. I've learned my lesson. So, you know, I didn't do any music this time. I'm sorry. I didn't do an intro. But I just want to jump right in there and get to everything. So if you have content that you'd like me to cover, leave me a message on Patreon or on YouTube or even on Ko-Fi. Drop a few coins in my Cash App. Doesn't have to be a lot. It's appreciated because, believe it or not, writing takes a lot of energy. So I'm doing what I love. Been wanting to for years. Always had so many other things going on. So now That my last heartbeats graduated from high school. I have more time now. No more babies. Everybody's taking care of themselves and helping out with the household expenses. So I have a little more freedom now to pursue what I want to do. Um, Hope to be around for a lot longer. So I have time. And I'm going to sign off now because we're at, what, 30 minutes? Thank you for listening. And you all have an awesome day. Deuces.